This morning, I wanted to talk a bit more about the difference between founders who make it and those B2B SaaS founders who don't. See, after working with more than 100 different entrepreneurs, I noticed that there are some common patterns which can tell you where the certain person is going to be in 4, 6, 12, 18 months from now. And one out of all elements is the time gap from understanding that you need to take a decision to executing. So this execution gap, I refer to it. See, with few founders I've been working with, and I mean, of course, I like 1 out of 20 would always be like that, is you get aligned with the strategy and they say, yes, that's exactly what I need to be doing. Sure, I'm all in on that. They don't have any other projects or side things going on. And for example, it is about launching a LinkedIn ads funnel. And then we're like, okay, the next step for you is to create the creatives for your LinkedIn ads, which they know how to do. And then it's taking them, so 1 day, 2 days, after 2 days, I'm like, okay, so what's up? I mean, have you done the creatives? They're like, no, but we're just about to finish on that. Okay, I'm like, day 3, day 4, have you posted on Upwork? Have you done some of the designs yourself? Yeah, just wait a bit, it's finalizing. And then a week later, the person, for example, just finished hiring on Upwork because they were not sure about different candidates and they didn't feel like doing the creatives yourselves. After investing more than 40 grand into coaching, I can tell you that I am doing everything not to be a student with a long execution gap myself. And the reason behind it is because from the moment you understand that you need to be doing something and you get convicted about it, you must execute it as soon as possible. Because this way you minimize the feedback loop from the market and you are able to do so many experiments easily. And imagine where the founder A gets within 3 months with each experiment taking, say, 2-3 weeks, and then another founder who is taking 1 or 1.5 months to launch each experiment. Because then there is another example, and majority of guys joining SaaS camp are like that, when, for example, we say, look, in your case, LinkedIn ads plus cold email are going to be the best combo, so you need to do the creatives, plus you need to set up the cold email infrastructure this way. 3 days later, I get updated, Denis, creatives done, campaigns about to launch, half of the cold email infrastructure is already complete, the bulky one part. I'm like, this is the exact pace we want to be moving at. Because then imagine where we're able to get in 6 months with people who are executing on things so rapidly. Because this is exactly the guys I would be getting results like 25 calls booked in the first week, 4 deals closed in 3 weeks, and over 40 grand made within a program, and stuff like that. Be sure that your time to execution gap is not long, because you are stealing time from yourself, and also it's like being on the verge is not moving you anywhere. It's either you say no to a decision or you say yes and execute it as soon as possible, because then at least you don't waste as much time and even more resources in all this in between stage. And you're much better off saying a yes to a wrong thing, executing it properly and quickly, and seeing it doesn't work within 2 weeks, rather than delaying on it and having it sit in your checklist for a month or two. And you occasionally split your focus and do some stuff on it, and then you drop it, you get it. This execution gap is a foundational factor that's going to determine where you're going to end up with your business on a 6, 12, and 18, 24 months trajectory. What is going to be your company valuation, exit multiple, or potentially cash flow if you're just gonna be optimizing for this one and keep the company for yourself as a cash cow. One of other pieces is like you cannot get decent enough conviction about something unless you have good guidance from someone you can trust on what are the exact next steps. And that's exactly why me coaching B2B SaaS founders, I also go and invest in all different coaching programs myself. And I think at each point of time, I'm a member of one or two as of now. One about how B2B SaaS founders can level up their sales game, so I can give better guidance there. And another one is about ad funnels, which I'm now expanding with my students. Make sure that you execute things quickly, because then you'll achieve much more. Thank you for watching, and check out my other videos nearby that you'll see in recommendations. Talk soon.